Hey, good people, welcome back to Monique's Book List. There will be no TBRs until October, or TBRs and wrap ups until October. Um, so that means no wrap up for July, no wrap up or TBR for August, no wrap up and TBR for September. And for many reasons, the biggest reason is my little girl, and then some personal stuff that's been going on that I don't think I actually have fully dealt with and I need to deal with. The one, again, besides my daughter, the biggest thing is my brother's passing. My brother passed in May, and it was not sudden. He had stomach cancer. I guess that's relative. It was sudden in the fact that he was diagnosed with stomach cancer at the beginning of March and died in May. So, yeah, I guess that is sudden, but dealing with it from March until May, you know it's coming. Because they told our family at one point, like, there literally is nothing else for us to do. He doesn't have a stomach anymore. Um, so it was a little tough on my family. And I want to be clear before I go any further. Everything I'm saying in this video is not for pity. It is just to explain why there will not be TERs and wrap ups until October. Um, so that's why I'm filming this video, because I am about consistency and transparency. And I looked off to the side because I was trying to make sure I said the word transparency correct. Um, so with my brother passing, of course, it affected my family. My family doesn't live in the same state as I do. They live 8 hours away. So I haven't been able to really love and hug on and kiss on and just let my mom and support my mom the way that I would like to. So she's coming to visit, and she's coming in August. So I won't really have time to film TBRs and wrap ups. Now, I noticed some people that they are not hard videos to film because they film with physical books. So it's very easy, but for me it's harder because I have to go find a copy, a picture of the book. I have to make sure I'm not breaking any like copyright laws by taking the picture. I have to do a bunch of stuff to make sure that when I put them in the video that I'm not doing anything incorrectly. And on top of that, if I film a 15-minute video about a wrap up or a TBR where I'm including books, I have to add those pictures in and editing them to make sure they look decent in the video. That could take twice the time of the video. So if the video is 15 minutes, I have to spend an additional 15 minutes editing and making sure that what I put in the video is, it's nice. It looks good and that kind of thing. So because of that, TBRs and wrap-ups are very long videos. And if you know me, until just recently, my TBRs were like 30 minutes. So editing for me, or not my TBRs, my wrap-ups were 30 minutes. So editing a 30-minute video took an hour. So, um, so I just decided, what could I eliminate to still get videos in and still talk about books while having my mother here, and then also what I'm about to talk about next. So that's why I eliminated them. There will be a total of, I am filming at least 9 videos. I am planning to have them all filmed and edited by the end of, or mid-August. Well, all filmed by the end of July, and then all edited by mid-August, so that I am not doing any work for YouTube or BookTube, and well, as limited as possible in August. But okay, so I'm hoping to have everything edited by the end of July and have all the books, or sorry, all the videos up and ready, already scheduled and ready to post throughout August and September, while I take this break from doing wrap-ups and TBRs. So I have a total scheduled of 9. If I have time, I will film more, but I will have at least one video up every week until the end of September, and then I will go back to my regular schedule of filming TBRs and wrap-ups in October. So the second big thing for why this is a good thing for me, well, there's 3 big things. The second one is my child. My child is 2.5, almost 3. And she has been recently pre-diagnosed because we have to do the official tests very soon. But I'm not going to say what she's been pre-diagnosed with because she hasn't been diagnosed with it yet. And it's nothing like detrimental to her physically. She is fine physically and as tall as a 5-year-old. She is 42 inches long. That is literally the height of a 5-year-old, a tall 5-year-old, or a short 5-year-old. She's 2, so she has some development delays. Um, Again, if you know what type of development delays that are out there, you probably know what I'm getting at. But because we haven't told our entire family, um, and we haven't gotten a test, because they believe that some of it is sensory and some of it is just speech delay. So until they give us the final testing or the final diagnosis of how we need to go forward with helping her develop, um, I won't say what it is. We knew that she struggled with these things because she advanced very quickly with physical and intellect. Like, she started walking at 11 months, even though she was premature. She is technically almost 2 months premature, and she was born at 34 weeks. So yeah, she's almost 2 months premature. So she started walking at 11 months, and again, she is 42 inches long as a 2-year-old. So she is like, you can't see anything. Um, and I don't like the word to say wrong, because having development delays is nothing wrong with that. It's just, it is what it is, right? So, she is intellectually above average in every category, except with speech and some other little things. She has some sensory things. Now, these are Jada symptoms. These aren't symptoms, if you know what I'm talking about. If you know, and again, I would prefer for you not to say anything in the description or the comments below about what you believe it to be. We already know what it is, what she was pre-diagnosed with. However, until we talk to our family and until they officially diagnose her with this, we're not saying it, because of the fact that I want to be respectful to my family. And I want to be respectful of the fact that it could be just a pre-diagnosis. And once she meets with the specialist and they say, oh, well, no, it's just she's a little delayed because she was premature, which is not uncommon. Most premature babies don't fully or develop at the pace of an, what do they say, true age or full age child until the age of 5. So it could be that. But my husband and I do believe what the pre-diagnosis says, because she we kind of knew, because how smart she was and how disconnected in other areas that she was. So we knew about 1.5, that she was definitely struggling in some areas. But that doesn't mean that, I said all that to say that that's not uncommon. It's very common nowadays for those things to happen, and it's very common again for premature children. That's why I don't want to say that. But I'm giving you all this for you to understand that I'm going to need time with the. So I really hope you can hear me, and I apologize. We're sitting outside, the baby and I. And I want to be clear on something, because I feel like you can get the impression from my video. I'm editing it right now, and we're outside. I want to be sure and clear on what I'm saying, and I want to make sure you understand that in no way, form, or fashion, the reason that I'm not saying what she's been diagnosed with is because I'm ashamed of it. I'm not in any way. Like, we've kind of known since she was about 1.5, and we've already been trying to work with her as far as what we could do to help her with in the areas that she's delayed in. But now, with, you know, we can potentially get help to help her even more. So I want to be clear. In no way we are ashamed. Again, the only reason I'm not saying what the diagnosis is because I haven't talked to the village. I always call them the village, our family, about the diagnosis. And the only reason I'm mentioning it here is because I want you to understand why I'm not going to be able to film those TBRs and wrap-ups for 2 months while we acclimate to her new school schedule and just how we come up with the programs to help her in the areas that she is. If she is diagnosed with what we believe she is going to be diagnosed with, I have no problem. I will tell the world, and because it's nothing to be ashamed of. It is what it is, and that's it. That's it. So I just want to be clear. No way are we ashamed of her and the possible diagnosis that she's gonna get. I just want to be respectful before I say it officially. We talk to our village, our family, and the doctor says it officially, and then we will tell everyone what the diagnosis is. So, forgive this, because it's real close and this hair is looking kind of crazy. It's hot as hell today. Alright, bye for now. Testing, time to determine what school she needs to go to, preschool to go to, and how we create a plan on trying to give her the best life she can, and also to help her with what they call early childhood intervention, development intervention. So yeah, so it's a lot, and all of that is happening over the month of August and September, with my mom being here and then us helping Jada, and then there's stuff like, there's a lot of other stuff that you need to figure out when you find stuff out about your child. Also, she has a checkup on her. She had a tumor removed when she was 2. Literally, she just turned 2, and then a month later, she had a tumor removed. So this child's been fighting every day of her life, and the great thing about my child is that she continually reminds me that not even I get to tell her what she can and can't do, or what she's capable of doing. That's what I mean. What I think she's not capable of doing, she disproves me every fucking time. She excels in every area when I'm afraid for her. She at 2, she knows, like, Ma, I got this. Just have faith that I got it. And I do, but I'm a mom and in the know, and it's a lot. And I'm not going to cry because, one, I'm a G. G's don't cry. I'm just picking. I'm not crying because it's not sad. It's just now we have to have an official plan of how to help her develop. What I think it's called development. The development plan. And she's brilliant. When I tell you this child is brilliant, she's brilliant. She can solve any puzzle. When she was at the testing for speech, they gave her all these puzzles, and she literally turned them over. They look at the picture of them and then turned them over and started fixing them the way they were. This is the first time looking at these puzzles. She figured them out. She's so smart that she has puzzles here that when she gets bored with them, she will purposely make them incorrect so that she can fix them from the point where they're incorrect. So she's such a loving child, she smiles every day. So I owe it to her to take some time away from filming the stuff that's heavy right now, to make sure that we have the best plan in place for her. And then I can get back. I like TBRs. I like wraps up. I really like wrap ups. If you ever seen any of my wrap ups, you know I love talking about books. But I can't do that at the expense of my child. So I'm going to take a break from those things. There will be a video every week until Well, no, not until. There'll still be a video every week. I have a few tags, so you get to know a little more about me and how I feel about certain types of books. I have one more story time. I am going to go ahead and do the story time about Orlando Bloom. I have a few book reviews that I want to do, and what else? There was another video that I wanted to do. But yeah, so I have a few tags. I have book reviews. I have a story time. So I have enough videos. I have at least 9 videos worth of stuff ready to be filmed and edited and then put up. So I'm hoping, I have to say, I am one of the luckiest women in the world to have an amazing husband. He helped my family through, helped us understand about stomach cancer and just how dealing with like cancer moving quickly, because his father passed away of cancer. His father was diagnosed with lung cancer, and then 6 months later he passed. So he understood like how sometimes it progresses really, really fast, and how to deal with the emotions and stuff like that. And he knows me. So he helped me a lot. And he's been amazing. Like, he is the most patient father I have ever encountered. And I'm not gonna cry because I'm a G. G's don't cry, okay? But he's a very good father and an amazing husband. And I'm special. I'm very blessed and I'm very happy. And again, I don't want you to think I'm crying out of like sadness. Again, everyone around me, my mom is a fighter, my child is a fighter, my husband is compassionate and loving and a fighter, and I'm very happy and blessed. So I'm not going anywhere. And again, none of this is for, sympathy or remorse. Just understand that that's why there's no TBRs, no wrap-ups. That's all. I said all that to say that. And again, I'm only saying this because I want to be consistent and I want to be transparent, and I don't want you to think my format of videos is changing because I'm just a random person. There's a method behind my madness. So, all right, I'm going to go.